Hey guys, welcome back. So today is Thursday, June 17th, and we are on our way to the design center to finalize everything for the house, to finalize all the interior designs. So I'm excited. Are you excited? Tell me how you really feel.
And instead I was excited.
We are really excited. We hope to be able to bring you all in with us and show you around with us, and show you guys the things that we pick out. But of course it is a timed appointment, so we don't want to get caught up in vlogging. So we don't even know if we'll be allowed to bring you all in, but the plan is to try to, and if we can't, we'll try to at least record footage on our phones that we can put in here. But yeah, that's the plan. We are about 9 minutes away, so I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. So leading up to today, we literally, for like the last, I want to say maybe about 5 or 6 weekends in a row, we have been going to Lowe's, going to Home Depot, going to Home Goods, going to any little store you can think of, just trying to get inspo of exactly what we want. We've been going to IKEA, going to Crate and Barrel, going to West Elm. Like, we have been, and this has been every weekend.
Literally.
Most of the times it's Saturday and Sunday, or like we'll be in Home Depot or Lowe's for like a couple hours, or we'll leave one and go to the next site. We have been trying to find inspo for the last couple of weeks, and unfortunately I still don't know exactly. Like, I keep going back and forth
because we don't know what exactly what the options will be. So we've been trying to just kind of get a couple of ideas in mind so that, you know, we can find something in there that's as close to what we've been seeing as possible, so that we're just not like, everything is completely new to us and we have no idea what color schemes and stuff like that we want. The
good thing is we both are on point with wanting to go modern. So we do know we want to go modern. And we do know what color cabinets we want. I think the hard part is figuring out what color countertops, what color flooring. So all of that is the hard part. So we'll see what options we have when we get here, and hopefully we can finalize everything today and we don't have to make another trip. So we will see you guys when we get inside, or we will give you a full recap as soon as we come out. It was good. It wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be. So it was really good.
Alright guys, so we're back. We were not able to really record in there. We just wanted to focus on making all the decisions. It was a lot. It was a lot of options, a lot of things to decide on. I think it went better than we expected.
Way better than we expected.
Yeah.
It wasn't as overwhelming.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It could have been if we didn't already go in saying, okay, this is what we want.
Right.
Like, if I can easily see how if you go in and don't have no vision of what you want, how it can be overwhelming.
Right.
But because we already had a vision of most of the things, or the biggest things that we wanted, it wasn't that overwhelming.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And the thing is, I kind of feel like it would have been better for us to go in not knowing pricing, like, because of course when we first viewed the model homes, we asked about certain things, what standard was not, how much certain things were that were upgrades, and a lot of the information that we received was kind of dated, so things changed. So we went into things expecting certain pricing, and some things worked out for the better. Some like they weren't an option, period. So, but excuse me. That being said, everything turned out better than expected.
So good. But I did get my white cabinets. But that's all we're gonna tell y'all. Yeah. That's all we're gonna tell y'all. Y'all see the rest in the empty house tour. But like Chris said, more things worked out in our favor than not.
Expected.
Right. Yeah. So that was good, of course. That's always a good thing. And it's I feel good. I feel good with the selections. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I am very indecisive.
No, we are very indecisive.
No, we are, but I feel like yours is a little bit more controlled than I am. Chris won't say yes or no. He'll just like, that's weird. But I know Chris, like, if he say that's weird, then it's more than likely a no.
Yeah.
You know?
And if she says okay, but slow, she's not okay with it. She said, and we went into this not wanting to settle on anything, you know. So we didn't settle on anything. A few things we got standard, just because it's simple, you know, easy changes that I can do myself in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes.
And it'd be way right.
So, and it's not, and the colors that they came in standard won't affect anything in the house.
Right. Like this one thing I will say, like some of the knobs, they wanted like $500 to change out the knobs. Yeah. And like I'm like, no, we can change out knobs ourselves.
I can do that myself.
You know, I'm not gonna pay that money to change out knobs when I could just go buy the knobs and get labor for free. Well,
yeah,
I
knobs
get
and faucets, like a lot of the faucets were like $500, and it's like that's not worth it when I can get probably the same faucet for $100 or even $200, if that, and switch it out myself. Like stuff like that is, you know, we weren't focused on upgrading those to begin with. So
yeah, so we are on the way now with our realtor to the house. So we do have some things to tell you all about the house. So the last video that you all seen of the house, we showed you all our lot. We'll go back and get the exact dates and probably put the dates on the screen of when the things happened that we're about to tell you all about. So I don't remember exactly the exact date, but I want to say it was sometime maybe mid-May.
It was a few days before our original design.
Yes. So we got an email pretty much stating that the sales team for the builder at the sales center, they sold us a lot that did not fit the description that we thought it fit.
Right.
So we originally thought that we were getting a 3-bedroom on the original lot that we were on.
Right.
We had already went into contract. We had already received the ratified contract. Everything was set in stone for that. We already had our design date. Everything was set in stone. We were literally just waiting for our design center date to physically arrive. We had already had the date set in stone. And we received the email pretty much saying that information was given to us wrong. It was nothing that they could do about it, as far as they couldn't, because my first question was, the house is not built. Ground wasn't even broke at the time. Right. So why can't y'all change it to what y'all told us it was going to be? Right. Especially because the square footage was not changing. The layout was just changing. So we weren't asking for more space. We weren't asking for a bigger backyard. We weren't asking for anything at the time that I thought was unreasonable. Right. But then, and Chris had to explain this to me as well, as far as when they buy land and how they already submit permits and blueprints and things like that, because it wasn't making sense to me why you can't change it because there's nothing done yet.
Right. And because of the way and the company that we are going through, certain builders have certain things that they can do. So ours is not where we go to the design center and we design how the rooms are laid out.
Right.
So we didn't go that route. So in this case, we can't change how the floor plan is and what the builders already have. if that makes sense.
So, but they did come with some options. So they did give us a few options. Some of the options were to stick on the original lot, meaning we would have had to compromise the layout. The layout would have been from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom, and were they even offering a loft, or was it just a media? I think it was a media.
Loft.
No media. Okay.
The
they also offered us to, and which that one we still would have been able to pick out designs because it would have been on the same lot. They also offered us to switch to another lot which had the designs had already been chosen on that lot from the previous buyers. We don't know what happened with the previous buyers as to why they came off of it, but they were offering us that one, and of course we wouldn't have been able to pick any of our upgrades. Only thing we did know is that they did have white cabinets. It was something else they offered us. Oh, and I'm guessing the lot that we did choose.
The lot that we did choose.
So, and it was offering us the lot that we did choose.
The lot that we did choose, that only setback with that was the 2-week difference in the closing. So,
yes.
2 weeks later.
Yes. The two week closing and the location of the lot.
Right.
So it's still within the same community, which that was a major plus, but the location of the lot is different. So imagine there being a housing development that had already been pre-established. Not old at all. I'm talking maybe like 3 years.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Like 3 to 5 years it has already been there. And then a builder just coming in and surrounding those homes with brand new homes.
That aren't the same.
That aren't the same design.
Right.
Right. So that's basically what happened. So the lot that we chose, the only setback with that lot was that it's surrounded by the older homes. And I don't know if we should say older, because I don't want you all to think we're talking 10 and 15 years older. We're literally talking like 3 to 5 years older. Right. So the houses don't look ran down. The houses are in good condition. It's just a different design.
Right.
That's literally the only difference. And we battled a little bit with it. And I think that's why we did not vlog it, which I wanted to, but me personally, I couldn't stop crying. Because I was so sad.
It was very, like, it made our hearts drop because we were so set on everything. We already, like, we were set on a closing date, which we know closing dates can vary, but we were set on that. We were set on going to the design center a whole month before now. And, you know, we were set on that lot itself. The location was perfect. Like, everything about it was perfect. And then we got that, like, okay. And then our last option they gave us was to just terminate the contract and terminate ties with the company, period.
Right.
And we would have had to start over.
And we didn't really want to take that route for a lot of reasons. I think the most important reason for me was location.
Right.
We had both decided that we wanted to be in the city.
Right.
And that location is in the city. That was the biggest thing for me, was the location and the overall community. Right. The overall community has a lot to offer. And that I just couldn't see us passing that up, especially because with us going to the new lot, we were still able to make the home what we want the home to be.
Right.
So yeah, we battled back and forth for, I want to say, like 2 or 3 days to figure out exactly what we want to do. Do we want to terminate the contract? Do we want to take a unit where someone else has already made all the designs? Do we want to take the other lot and we can still make it our own? Or do we want to just stay where we are and then we have to figure out what to do
sooner than
later? What are we going to do with the loft? You know, right. So there were so many questions that we had to answer.
And we had to make a decision, like, so fast. So it was hard because we both were so emotional about it. And we felt like we were so invested in what we had already decided, but that was not an option really for us because we weren't willing to settle on 2 bedrooms.
But yeah, like Chris was saying, like, we knew initially that a 2-bedroom would not work. Like, it was nothing we would be able to do with a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, not in a house.
Right. We knew that if we would have gotten a 2-bedroom, it would have forced us to move out sooner than what we expected. Right. And who wants to buy a house to be gone in 3 years, you know? So we said all that to say we chose the other lot.
Right. So,
we have not shown you all the other lot yet. We don't even have any pictures in front of the new lot.
We haven't even been. We've been to the new lot maybe twice. Yeah, so we're still happy. It's just growing on us now, you know, because we were so set on the original lot. So it's gonna take us some time to really, you know, we're happy. I mean, the inside is gonna be exactly the same.
Yeah.
So it's just the location of the lot that we're just like trying to come around to.
Right. We definitely don't have buyer's remorse.
No.
We definitely do not. We do not feel like we're settling. We feel like we like it and we're learning and we're growing to love it. Right. Which is what we wanted. You get what I'm saying? Because we knew that in some way, in some shape or form when we originally started this process, we knew there were going to be, in some way, we were going to have to compromise within our first home. Right. So this was our compromise. The location, you know, just the location of the lot was our compromise, but we're growing to love it.
Yeah.
And I think another big thing for me is the neighbors. Yeah. Because out of the 2 times that we have been around here, we've talked to the neighbors. Right. Opposed to on the other lot, we have no idea who our neighbors would have been. But because we are across from the houses that have been there for like 3 or 5 years, those people know the neighborhood, they know the safety of the neighborhood, so we're able to ask them about that. And just get a feel for them. They told us about, y'all know how neighbors are. We talked to one person and learned everything about everybody on that road. So, you know, that made me feel good because it's a close-knit community. Right. You know? So, I'm excited.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, slowly but surely time is moving. We have about 5.5 months. I think 5 months and like 3 weeks to go.
Dang.
Yeah. So, time is moving slowly but surely. I think our next few appointments would just be the walkthroughs.
Like the pre-drywall, something like that.
Yeah, so we'll have probably a few walkthroughs before, and then of course they say we're always welcome, you know, to come there. So we'll, you know, try to go like once every couple of weeks.
Now, once the framing go up, we're definitely going to take you all with us so you can see the framing.
Yeah, we'll try to like at least, you know, vlog or even take pictures of the process or videos of the process, just so for our own, you know, just to see how long, like how things came along, and then for you guys to see it might be interesting. So
yes, so we are about 10 minutes away from the house. So when we get to the house, we're going to take some pictures in front of the lot because we have no pictures, and we are going to show you guys the lot. I'm hoping that they broke ground. We haven't been around here in maybe about almost 3 weeks. Yeah. I think Sunday will be exactly 3 weeks since we've been around here. So about what, 2 weeks and 6 days, 2 weeks and 5 days, something like that. When we were coming around here once a week, and when we were coming around once a week, they were getting a lot done within that week time. You get what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that because it's been almost 3 weeks, maybe they've broken ground. Right. Only reason I'm thinking they might not have, because last week in Atlanta was really rainy. Like we literally had a week straight of rain. So that probably delayed some stuff. But I'm hoping they broke ground.
We'll see.
Or
it's like a surprise right now. We really have no idea what to expect when we get there. So we'll see.
We will see. Y'all will see. We'll all see it together. So we'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, so we are here right outside our lot. So I don't know if y'all can really see behind us, but those are the older homes that we were telling y'all about. So they're in good condition. Like they're not bad condition at all. Our design would just be different. So right behind us is our lot. As y'all can see, they have not done anything yet. On the other lot, I don't know if y'all remember, but on the other lot, the grass was cut already. And we actually just came from around it. They actually broke ground on our original lot already. But
so
this is our...
So if you see those orange stakes, kind of lets us know, all right, that's where our property is. I don't think you can see the ones back there, but
So yeah,
this is
this
us.
is us. This is where we're gonna reside in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm excited. I'm really excited, and like we said, we'll bring y'all around here to see as the framing go up. We just went into another house that the framing was already done on, just to see what it'll look like. But yeah, we'll bring you all along every time we come around, give you an update, and any more exciting news happen, we'll let you all know. But y'all, these upgrades that we chose, lit. So make sure you all like this video, comment, subscribe. Make sure your post notifications are turned on. You don't want to miss the next video because the journey continues.